and another one bites the dust, and another one down, and another one down, and another one bites the dust. We got some things to talk about today. For anybody that's not aware, Vitaly is like a legend of YouTube. This man has been around forever. I actually used to watch his prank videos. At the time, I didn't know that a lot of them were probably pre-planned, but they were fun for what they were. And this man has revived his career as a kick streamer, and they go around and they catch, which sometimes this kind of content, it's a little bit cringe. Like, I get the sentiment behind it and I support it because I feel like stuff like this needs to be done. But obviously they add a lot of extra to it because they want to get views. They want to keep the chat involved. They want everybody to be entertained. But at the end of the day, as long as they are making sure these people are being held accountable, that's really all that matters. And on his most recent catch, they seem to have bagged a big one. Allegedly, they met up with this old guy and he was talking with this girl that they had posed as a 15-year-old, and they're just grabbing pizza, you know, just talking, just having a good time. But I'm gonna let you guys see the clip.
What's your name?
Who are you?
What's your name?
Who are you?
Why are you suing my fucking daughter? What's your name? What is your name?
Boris. My name is Boris.
Boris. What's your name? Shake my hand.
What's the problem?
Why are you suing my daughter? You know how old she is?
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
No.
You thought was gonna happen here?
Nothing. We're gonna have a pizza. I don't know.
Pizza? Yeah, you don't know? How old is she?
Red.
You know how old she is?
I matched with her. She was 23.
23. Is that what the conversation looked like?
You know the text messages? She was 23 on a
23.
dating site.
On a dating site?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, she was 23 on
How old is she?
site. I have no idea.
Lila, how old are you?
I'm sorry. She was 23 on a dating site. All we've done is
So she didn't tell you how old she was?
She did.
She did?
Yeah.
How old is she?
She said she was 15.
How did she tell you how old she actually is?
She said she's 15.
She said she's 15. Why are you here? Why are you sitting here?
I'm just having a...
With a 15-year-old?
Having a pizza.
Piece of pizza with a fucking 15-year-old.
It's not against the law.
You think that's okay?
I think it's not against the law.
It's not against the law?
No.
Is that all you spoke about to her?
We've just been talking.
Really?
Yeah, we've been talking and flirting. It's not a big deal.
Where are you going?
I ordered a pizza. I'm going to go.
Okay, have a seat. Have a seat.
Why?
I'll sit with you. I'll eat pizza with you. We're just having pizza, right?
Sorry.
Sit right here.
Sorry.
Sit right here.
Sorry.
Where? I don't know. Whoa, excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
You said you wanted a kiss, touch, and lick, whatever?
Yeah.
Now, for anybody that's not aware, the big guy in the video is Bradley Martyn. I actually like him as well. I watch his channel once in a great while. He might put out a video that kind of just grabs my attention, we'll say. You know, sometimes these thumbnails is a little crazy, but he also has a podcast, which he's had some pretty good guests on, so I would recommend that you guys check it out. But regardless, he seemed to have joined Vitaly today in catching this guy, and they had no idea who this was at first. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if this man didn't dox himself, I feel like nobody probably would have ever found out who he was. But apparently, he was telling this girl that he was the producer for Space Jam, you know, and giving her all that stuff that they probably do in Hollywood, like, yo, you're gonna be a star, like, I could get you in front of the right people, and, you know what I'm saying, just come back to my room with me. And then they never talk to that person again. That's most likely how this was gonna go. And obviously, he could just be capping. He could be completely full of shit. But as always, when you live stream and you show people like this, chat does their internet sleuths detective work. And they went and they looked this man up and they found out that he actually is the same guy, allegedly. That's what it seems to be, because there's a ring in a video that he had talking about different movie stuff, I guess, and a ring that he was wearing in this video that was the same. And obviously, he just looks the same. So I'm assuming that it is who it is, but again, got to say allegedly, because he's not actually been charged with anything as far as I know, and he hasn't actually done anything that we know of besides meeting with this 15-year-old girl, which we all agree it's a bit odd. It's not really cool, but we can't say that he actually went and did anything. You would assume so, right? Because I mean, just like when someone gets caught stealing, the saying that a lot of people use is it's probably not their first rodeo. I would assume the same in this situation. So it's really unfortunate, and this is the part where they actually realized who it was.
Wait, the one we just caught? Yeah. It said that the last guy we just caught, he was a producer and he produced Space Jam or something like that.
No. That guy?
No.
That
I knew he was. I knew he had money. He was an expensive building.
He was telling her.
Yeah, it is a nice. That's
it's a nice building.
Telling her about it.
Oh, he was. Oh, so he was trying to be like, you're gonna be the next actress. That's how they get you in Hollywood, bro. That's how they get you in Hollywood. You're gonna be the next actress, baby, and then fucking take advantage and never talk to the girl again, bro. It's crazy.
What the? Or maybe he was just capping. I hope he was just capping.
No, right now they're gonna go to Space Jam. Producers, they're gonna find his fucking real name. I already know what they're doing right now, bro.
So at the end of the day, this man kind of did it to himself. trying to flex who he was, what he's done, and putting all that information out there has now led him to being uncovered. And I'm surprised that this is actually not being talked about. The reason why it's not, though, I don't think mainstream media is trying to cover it up and hide it. I just think that they have to tiptoe around it because he is somebody with prominence or power, or whatever you want to call it, and he's probably got a lot of money, right? So if you misstep and you do something that could then get a lawsuit brought against you, you've got to be careful, because in all reality, what he did is really creepy, and we assume it was going to lead to illegal things, but we can't prove that just based on seeing this video, and they can't go forward with information like that without actually having more stuff to go on. At least that's my understanding. That's what I would assume. I don't know for sure, which is why I keep saying allegedly, because for all we know, this isn't even him. Maybe it's just a guy who looks like him. Maybe he just happens to have a ring that kind of seems similar. You know, like there might be just a lot of coincidences. I really don't know, but I wanted to talk about it because I find it interesting. And obviously we've seen that Hollywood has a lot of really creepy people, unfortunately. And lately, Diddy's been one of them. You know what I'm saying? And we got Weinstein and we got a whole lot of other people, and Cat Williams exposed a lot of it. So it's just kind of sad for me because, like, Space Jam was a big part of my childhood. Like, I enjoyed that movie. Like, I loved that movie growing up. And to see that somebody that was behind it, one of the producers or whatever it is exactly that he did, might be out there doing stuff like this is just, it's upsetting. It doesn't take away from the greatness of the movie, but it's just one of those things where it's like, you never know, man. You never know. And again, I got to keep saying it, it's alleged because I can't prove that it's him. I can't prove that he's actually ever done anything wrong other than sit down and try to have some pizza with a girl and talk to her. He did say, you know, we're just sitting here talking and flirting. And I mean, admitting that, it's a little bit odd, but I guess it's just, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's weird because I feel like, you know, you have to tiptoe around it because there's not really been anything official yet. And I'm curious if there's going to end up being more prominent people that end up on this stream or other streams, because there's more than him that does it. There's a lot of YouTube channels that are doing stuff like this as well. And it's kind of crazy, but at the same time, it's good. It's just, again, it's only good if they actually get something done legally, right? Like, because if you're just exposing these people and embarrassing them, it is good in the sense that maybe they lose their job because they're found out to have been doing something creepy, even though they don't end up getting in any legal trouble because there's no proof that they've done anything wrong yet, right? And maybe they don't find any proof of them doing anything in the past. So it's like, it's good that they get called out, but at the same time, if, let's say, somebody was investigating them at the time, they may just completely stop doing it, right? And then they never actually get in trouble because it never actually went anywhere. There was never anybody to do a legit sting or anything like that. So you just got to be careful with this kind of stuff. I mean, at the same time, though, if they stop doing it, I guess that's a benefit, right? You don't want someone to actually get taken advantage of just so they can go to jail. But at the same time, you just got to be safe with how you go about this kind of stuff. And I think there was a video recently where a guy punched one of them that they ran up on, and I think he ended up dying on the way to the hospital, which is crazy. I don't think it was anybody in Vitaly's crew that hit him. I think there was another person maybe watching the stream that was nearby, or somebody that heard what was going on nearby, and they just walked up and just clocked this man. And he was an older guy, and he fell, knocked out, and probably hit his head, and that's most likely why that happened. But that could be a lawsuit. So, you got to be careful because you don't want to end up putting power into the creepy person's hands by going about this in the wrong way. So I don't know, just saw this trending, wanted to talk about it really quick, with all the Drake shit going on and Diddy and just a bunch of madness and stuff. So curious what you guys think. I'll catch you in the next one, homies.